Sleep problems and ADHD are deeply connected, but most people do not realize it at first. They think it is either lack of discipline or bad sleeping routine. But in reality, a huge number of people with ADHD consistently struggle with sleep. Some can't fall asleep on time, others wake up feeling exhausted no matter how long they slept. Many stay up late without planning to, and then in mornings it becomes a daily battle. And this isn't random, there's a pattern behind it. One of the most common reasons for it is something called delayed sleep phase, which basically means that your body clock has shifted later than usual. So instead of getting sleepy at night like most people, your brain only starts slowing down very late, and naturally waking up early feels almost impossible, even if you try to fix it with alarms or strict schedules. This leads to a cycle where late nights lead to tired mornings and tired mornings lead to unproductive day. And at the center of this issue is your circadian rhythm. It is an internal system that controls sleep and wake timing. It also manages melatonin. It is the hormone that signals your brain that it's time to sleep. In ADHD brains, this system works very differently. Melatonin may actually get released later than expected. So your body doesn't feel ready to sleep when you expect it to, and forcing sleep just leads to frustration. Another factor is how the brain responds to light. Light is the main signal that sets your internal clock. Morning light tells your brain to wake up, while darkness tells you it's time to wind down. But in ADHD brains, this system can be less sensitive, so these signals don't work effectively. That's why your sleep schedule slowly shifts later without you even noticing it happening. And fixing this isn't about willpower alone. It requires adjusting both your environment and habits. So the first step is actually resetting your internal clock, and the strongest tool for that is light exposure. Getting bright light early in the day helps signal your brain clearly. Even a short time outside can make a difference. While at night, reducing light becomes important, especially strong artificial or screen lights. It's because it delays the release of melatonin and keeps your brain in an awakened state. Some people also consider using melatonin supplements, but timing and dosage matter a lot. Using it incorrectly can actually make things worse. So it's something that should be approached carefully and only by doctor's advice. Another option is using light-based alarm clocks. They actually simulate sunlight so that your body can wake up naturally. Instead of sudden alarms, your brain gets a gradual signal to become alert. Alongside this, daily habits play a major role too, because even a good internal clock needs support. A consistent sleep schedule helps stabilize your rhythm, but going to bed at random times can confuse your system. So you need a simple bed routine that trains your brain to recognize when it's time to slow down. If your brain is active during the night, then writing your thoughts down can also help it manage it better. This reduces overthinking and makes it easier to relax. Another important factor is how you use your bed. If you use it for watching content or consistently scrolling, then your brain starts associating it with sleep, and that's why staying awake on your bed becomes harder and harder. Limiting screen exposure before sleep also helps, or at least using filters that reduce blue light. It may feel like too many small changes, but together they create a strong effect. Improving your sleep doesn't just fix tiredness, it also improves your focus, attention and daily functioning. It is because your brain starts operating on a stable cycle instead of constantly being out of sync. That's why understanding all this is the first step, because once you see the pattern, you can start working on it. At the end of the day, fixing sleep with ADHD isn't about making it sleep earlier. It's about designing a system that aligns with it and helps it to sleep naturally. You don't need extreme discipline or strict rules. You need a system that works with your natural patterns, not against them. Personally speaking, over time I realized that my sleep wasn't broken. It was just misaligned, and I needed the right approach to fix it. That's why I spent years trying to figure out what actually fixes my ADHD sleep and how I can focus better the next day. And through sheer trial and error, I finally figured some methods that help me to sleep perfectly, and it also boosts my focus whenever I try to focus on things that I do not want to do. I have put everything I learned into a simple system called my ADHD Solver Guide. It's designed to help you reset your sleep cycle and wake up with clarity, focus and attention. Also remember that if you try to figure out this system on your own, it can take months or even years, because trial and error with ADHD is slow and frustrating. That's why I rely on a system that already works, so I can sleep on time and wake up without fighting my own brain. So if you want a clear, structured way to fix your sleep and feel consistent, then you can check out the guide through the link in the description.